Would you like to see what sold on eBay for me this week? All right, stay tuned. I've got a lot of great things to show you. Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm with Paladin Global Market. I have been an online reseller for almost 16 years. I just absolutely love the opportunity and the potential that eBay has to offer. My current business model, I love to get my inventory from garage sales and thrift stores and different clearance centers and stuff, but the thing that I really enjoy and I have found the most profitable is eBay consignment. So I have a lot of things that I have received recently that I have listed for my consignment clients that have had some great profit. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show and break it down for you step by step. If you like this video, will you please take a moment to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you're alerted every time that I upload a new video. All right, stay tuned.
Okay, so I wanted to show you some of my recent eBay sales, a couple of them. I figured it'd be fun to break it down for you and just show you how I run my consignment business, part of my eBay business model, and also I threw in one of the items that I purchased and resold myself. Okay, so this first one, Christopher Radko. It's Panda Ornament Collection. Our asking price for this was $75 plus shipping. I have found that I've gone back and forth on whether to charge shipping and have the buyer pay for shipping, or to do it at no charge, to do free shipping. Although, of course, I would have to still pay for the shipping. It would just come out of the profit of the sale of the item. And I have to say, I'm finding that I'm not having any problems with my sales and charging shipping. It has been something that doesn't seem to slow it down. So I think it's a good business move to go ahead and charge the shipping to help cover that cost in addition to the sale of your item. So for this one, as you see, it sold the amount that we were asking was $75. We did accept a best offer. I consult with my client first before I accept a best offer item. And on this one, we accepted $60 plus shipping. Because this was under $100, my consignment fee was 40%. And as I explained in other videos, our shipping cost was $9.06 according to the calculated shipping on my listing, but the actual shipping cost worked out to be $8.42. I know I get a discount because I have an eBay store, and if I buy postage through eBay, but you can tack in a little bit of a shipping and handling fee inside of your shipping estimates. Please do not get crazy with that. You want to make your money on the sale of the item, but if you want to put in 50 cents, $1 to help cover your cost for your package and shipping items, I don't see a problem in that as long as it's not excessive. If I do international shipping, I do charge at least $5, if not more, inside of the shipping calculated cost, because on the international shipping, I do the customs label in addition to printing out the regular label, but I also, in the packing slip and packing the item up, but I also need to take it to the post office. So for my time, $5 doesn't cover my time, but it makes it not so much of an ouchie to have to physically go to the post office. And because I have a home office, I see it as a nice way to get out and about and get some fresh air. So I do not currently use the global shipping program through eBay, not because I don't like it. I've always done my own international shipping for almost 16 years now. I'm just used to it. So I've had no reason to step into trying the global shipping program. Not to say I may not do that in the future, but as of now, I handle that myself. eBay fees, PayPal fees, sales tax, and you see the client's profit on this item was $31.06, and mine 40% was $20.70. Now, as you see here, I find, and I've explained this before, I do not feel right taking my percent off of the gross number, the number before all the fees have been deducted. I take it off the net amount. I find that I just feel good doing it that way, and I find that I get continual repeat clients that continue to bring me more items or refer people to me to sell their items. So it well makes up for that difference in the long run. Another side note, when you're running an eBay business, whether you're doing this for a little bit extra money for maybe you want to go on a vacation or pay some bills off or something, or you're doing this as a part-time income, or you're doing this as a full-time income, be very diligent to keep track of your numbers. The first couple of months when I had my eBay business, when I started many years ago, I was not as diligent with that. I was learning everything. It was brand new. I find that the easiest way to do my records is to do it right as I sell the item. When I sell the item and I'm printing the shipping label, I'm also printing the details from the eBay fees out. I'm printing my PayPal fees. Now, you could save it in a digital format, but for me, I find it, for my record keeping, I just prefer to just go ahead and print it out and have it right there. And then I can refer back to it for building my spreadsheet out, and then also for taxes at the end of the year, which is something you definitely want to keep. Take this serious. This is a business. No matter how big or small you want to run it, do yourself a favor and keep track of your numbers. Okay, so on to some more fun items, the things that have sold. The next thing, Log and Burger. So these are a collectible fabric. They've had baskets. You may know them for their baskets, but this one was several window valances, and it had a brand new pack of fabric and a half pack of fabric that came along with it in the same design. A lot of people may use it to make pillows that coordinate, that type of thing. This is one of my consignment clients' items. And this sold at the very beginning of the coronavirus closures for the United States. And I kind of think that the fabric may have been purchased to make masks. But either way, it was a very sweet woman, an older woman that wanted to sew and such, that we negotiated a good best offer. So our original cost that we were asking was $145 plus shipping. And this one had been up there for a little bit, so I consulted with my client, and she decided that, yes, we'll go ahead and take 110 plus the shipping. So on this one, because it went over 100, 35% was my consignment fee. Actual shipping was $9.50. eBay fees, $10.28. PayPal fees, sales tax. The client's profit on this was $51.69, and my profit was $27.84. And that, I mean, I feel on a business, you got to look at, you do this all day long. You layer upon layer, item upon item, making a good, clear profit like that, and you'll have a good, strong, steady business. And that's how it's made. It's not typical that you're going to have items that you're going to sell and make $1,000 fee right off the top. Now, I've had that, if I'm selling vehicles and such, but typically on a normal eBay business model, you're going to make, $15 here, $40 there, $75 here, that type of thing. It's just the consistency of it adds up very quickly. Okay, the next item, Moen 3 globe lights. This was another one of my awesome consignment clients, and it was brand new. It was in a box that was open but had never been installed or used, no damage whatsoever. The asking amount was $85 plus shipping of $18.95. We accepted a best offers. This had been up, and these are some of these normal staple items. Sometimes they'll be on my store for a month, 2 months. That's okay. That's kind of normal, unless it's like a hot item like an antique cameras, or I'll show you in here. I have a German gold, a silver coin that sold. Those kind of things are a little more, they sell a little quicker sometimes, but these items, don't be phased if it stays on your listing or stays in your eBay store for a little bit longer. It'll sell. Just be patient. As long as you priced it correctly, your pictures are good, your description's good, your keywords are good, it's going to sell. Just be patient. Okay. So on this one, my consignment fee, because the item sold for $65, that was the best offer, plus shipping and sales tax. Consignment fee was 40%, since it's under 100 on that item. The actual shipping, $28.34. The eBay fees, PayPal fees, sales tax. The client's profit was $37.32 out of the 65, and then my profit was $24.88. All right, the next item. Now, this one was actually an item that I purchased for resale. Like I've shared in other videos, my business model has a little bit of everything. I primarily focus on consignment, reselling items for other people on eBay, which I love. It's basically I'm taking my expertise, my experience, my knowledge of the platform and the marketplace and the value of what these items can bring if I was to list it on eBay and sell it for my item or for my client. That's my favorite way, because I'm not putting up my money and risking and hoping that I'm going to be able to resell this item. I'm putting up my time. And I think that's just a fantastic way to run the business, as long as I am being very mindful of how much time I'm putting into something, into selling an item. And the biggest thing I've learned about eBay consignment is when to say no. Even though it's a good item, doesn't mean it's a good item to resell on eBay. So be aware of the eBay market values. I have a video I'll link at the end of this video that will teach you how to almost guarantee you're going to sell an item by checking the previous sold listings on eBay. So make sure that you're researching that if you do choose to sell your own or sell items for other people on eBay for them before you accept to resell that item for them. The item, sorry, that kind of sounded a little confusing, but I hope you got what I meant from that. Okay, so this is an item that I purchased from a clearance center. I have made, gosh, $1,000, almost $2,000 from buying UGG boots and UGG shoes and UGG sandals and UGG slippers from this clearance center. You just hit it on the off season. So the boots I got during summer and these I got during winter. But you just continue to go in there and find the deals. And then you find it on the days where they give like 75% off. And these are brand new items. You just have to watch, because these are items that were originally in the department store, and the department store clearanced them out and sold it and sent it over to this other clearance location. So when you have the stickers on the bottom of the shoes and such, you just need to peel off. There's like a little pink addition to it, like a clearance sticker. You just want to peel that off. You don't want to leave that on the shoe when you're taking your pictures or to ship it to the person. You don't want to say, hey, I bought these, for $17, but I'm thankful that you paid $50 for them. You know, it's just unnecessary. So make sure you take those little tags off. Some clearance centers that you may go to use Sharpie markers to mark on the shoes. I typically won't buy them unless it's like flip-flops that I can get the marker off, like nice flip-flops that are worth reselling. If I can get the Sharpie marker off of it, little tip, hand sanitizer. I know right now, as the time of this video with coronavirus, hand sanitizer is in short supply, or alcohol, rubbing alcohol. It will, with a paper towel, it will come right off. You'll be surprised. So when you're finding these items, like I found this, you just want to make sure there's no, dirt marks or anything like that from it being maybe at the bottom of the shelf of a store somewhere. But if everything looks good, it has its tags on there, I want to make sure I buy it with the tag on there. You can see in this picture, actually the tag is on the sole on the inside here. So sold, it says here $49. Let's see, and plus shipping. And these were a little heavy. They were pretty solid on the soles. So $49.95. Here's the breakdown. I bought them for $17.50. I sold them for $62.50. That included shipping on that. So the eBay fees, PayPal fees, the actual shipping was $10. And after that, I made a net profit of $27.09. That's so much fun. I just, if you do that, think about that. It took me probably, because when I go shopping for these kind of items, I'm normally not getting just one item. I'm buying, 20 pairs of shoes and that type of thing. I may have spent a total of 15 minutes from start of purchase of the shoe, photography, description, package and shipping it, once it's sold. So $27 for 15, let's just say, let's be generous. Let's say 30 minutes it took me from start to finish on this item, from the time I bought it in the store to the time I shipped it to the buyer. That's pretty good. Most people don't make that an hour, working a regular job. So if you're able to do this over and over again, that's where you can do really good in this type of business. If you have an eye and you know to use the tools, an eye for value, for seeing items that are good to resell, and you use the tools that are available to you, the technology on the eBay app, to know if this is a good item to purchase to resell. Okay, next item. This is a radar detector. I sold this for another one of my clients, and on this radar detector, I did learn a lesson. Be real careful to make sure that you're selling the exact model. Just because another eBay client or another eBay seller says an item is one version doesn't mean it's the same version. And that happened on this one. I listed it for, I think I said generation 2. As you see here, the radar detector came in a box that said generation 2. And then someone messaged me during the listing and said, this is a generation 1. This isn't generation 2. I reached back out to my eBay consignment client and said, did you happen to give me your radar detector in the box that it came in? And he informed me, no, that was in the box of the new radar detector that I just purchased. So that's why I was selling the old one. So just be careful to watch your versions. Make sure you're listing the item for the exact apples to apples. I had one time, just to be open and honest with you, I listed an iPhone for the incorrect. I thought it was a plus because the client told me it was a plus size, and I listed it and I had to do a return on that item, and that was my fault. I should have, I was selling several at the same time, and I should have been a little more diligent to just double, triple check and not just take, just do my due diligence on that. And I did have to do a return, but I got it back. And thankfully, the buyer was understanding. I was very apologetic and refunded their money right away once I received their item back, paid for the shipping back to me. And I'm very grateful that they did not leave a bad review and they accepted my apology. So just be careful to really research the versions, the models, that type of thing when you're listing an item, and don't just don't get lax about that. It'll cost you more time and hassle in the long run, like I learned. So on this item, says, so we listed it for $295, and when I did the screenshot here, it's saying it's sold for $295 plus the shipping. And as you see here, we accepted a best offer of $220 plus shipping. So on this one, this is a close family friend. So I did give a reduced consignment fee for it. Typically, I would charge 35%. But as you're seeing here, it shows 30%. So for shipping and tax, the total I was paid from the buyer, $251.39. The actual shipping was $8.76. The eBay fees, which are scaled as a percent based on the amount that the item sold for, $23.09. PayPal fees, which I love PayPal. Let me just stop right here. PayPal. If you're not using something like that to protect yourself, I highly recommend that you do. PayPal has covered me many times in the past if I had a fraudulent type, like if someone purchased an item from me and they said, well, I'm drawing a blank here, but I've had it where they give buyer protection and seller protection. So it's kind of like a little insurance when you are going back and forth online with e-commerce and reselling items online. I highly recommend it because PayPal has been fantastic to work with. They do charge a small fee, but for me, the ease of it, having it all in one place where I can go back and print and keep track of my records. I can transfer money easily from PayPal into my checking account and vice versa. I've just been very pleased with their service. And there are other businesses that you can use instead of PayPal, but PayPal is my favorite. Sales tax, $20.49. The client's profit, $134.02, and I made $57.44. That's not bad. And I didn't put any money up. I just took my time to do this. And again, this one, even with me having to go back and change the version of the item and do a little more deeper research on this before the item sold, thank goodness it was before it sold, then I still, 30 minutes, we'll say, I made $57. That is not bad at all. And you can do this too. That's why I make these videos, because I want to help others to learn that you can do this. You're not just stuck in making a certain hourly wage in a job or struggling to make ends meet. I'm telling you, there is money to be made out there. All you have to do is learn the tools, watch my videos. I'll continue to teach you and go and break this down for you. And you can put this to work and start making money today. It's very possible. And I want to help you to avoid some of the pitfalls that I have come across over the years. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button if I'm adding value. I really appreciate it. Now let's show you some more. This is the next one. So this is the German coin that I recently sold. It was huge. It was actually the size of the palm of my hand. So we see here $6.95 plus shipping. The first one I sold it to, it was an international buyer, and this was before everything started closing down for the coronavirus. And I went to go ship it, went to the post office, did the customs, and then the postmaster there said that you cannot ship coins to this country. And I was like, what? And they said, no, they're not allowed. And the buyer wanted me to not put it on the customs paper that it was a coin. And I told them, I'm so sorry. Although, yeah, that was a nice sale and it was a good amount. I am not going to ship an item to a country that's not allowed to have an item that's going to get opened when it gets through customs and stolen. And then I'm out, and then they say, I had never received my item. I need a refund. Trust me, this stuff happens. Just follow the rules. If the post office says that country will not accept this, do not ship it to them. So unfortunately, I told them, I'm so sorry. I refunded the money right away. I relisted the item and I sold it. So this one sold domestically. I took the international option off of this listing the next time I relisted it. And as you see, it sold for a lot less. So little story behind this one. If I let the consignment client know that if we were to get this certified to send it off to a coin dealer and they show that it is indeed authentic, we could have gotten a lot more for it. But and I offered to do that, but the consignment client was very happy to take this old coin that had just been sitting in the closet and get a couple $100 out of it. So this one, my consignment fee on this amount would be 35%. Actual shipping was $7.65. And as you see, with the shipping cost, they pay $233. eBay fees, PayPal fees. So this one I tried promoted listings. And what that is, if you ever heard of like pay-per-click ads, that's like pay-per-click ads inside eBay. And so this was one of the first listings that I played around on. And I'm still researching whether I think that's something you would want to do or not. I think on some high dollar items, like I have this industrial printer I'm selling as well. Right now, I'm doing promoted listings on just to see if I can get some more eye traffic on it, to see if I can sell it quicker. So I definitely would not do promoted listings on something like the UGG shoes that are very popular. It's a keyword that people are already searching for. And it's like the sold item was, I think, what was it, like $49 or something. I wouldn't want to pay another $7 or $10 in promoted listings for that item. I would just patiently wait for the right buyer. This one, originally, as you see, we were asking $6.95. I thought, and that was based on market value of what I saw online at the time. And I figured it was worth it a shot to learn on that one. The client's profit was $116.65. He was thrilled. And then my profit with the consignment fee of 35% would be $62.81. Not bad. All right, so I think that is the rest of my recent eBay sales. Yep, that's the end of them. So I hope that you've received value out of this. Please do subscribe. I upload videos every week, and my heart is to help you. Please leave comments below. Let me know, do you have any questions? Is there anything in this video that you want to know a little bit more about? Maybe I'll do a video later on sales tax. I'm sure that came up in some of your minds as you're watching this, and what to do with sales tax and eBay. And if you're just trying to sell a couple items out of your closet, what do you do with that? Let me know if that's something you'd want me to do a video on in the future. Otherwise, I hope that helps.
I hope you like seeing the things that sold for me on eBay. I know that I'm the type of person that loves to see what other people are doing, so I know, hey, if you're doing that, I know I can do this too. And I'm telling you, you can do this. I'll take you through step by step how to be able to sell these items and get the profit like I am getting, get the most profit possible whenever you're listing your item. So don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again for liking this video. And this is Michelle with Paladin Global Market. Have a great day.